Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Aki again, back with another Clash of Clans video, and I do not want to hear it. Yes, this could be the 1000th time of triple clone, quad clone, whatever you want to call it with the masked dragons. I do not care. I get so many questions asking about this strategy. Aki, why do you think it's so easy? Why do you think it's so strong? Because it smashes bases, and seriously, when it comes to the topic of easiest army in the game, and also very, very strong, this has got to be at least top 3 on my list. Seriously, I mean that, and I think it's actually it's one of my favorites. So you know what? Let's do some attacks. And I have moved over to the triple clone version. I feel like that's been working really, really nice for me. But again, you can use the quad clone if you like that. I will show an attack off with that as well. Okay, let's see how the sweepers are positioned. I could honestly snipe them out if I want. Like if I took out this sweeper with a queen shot, say from this army camp, royal champion at the top side army camp, and then balloons and dragons straight in towards this rage tower, I think that could be quite good, but I do need to make sure that goes down, and I think this elixir collector actually lines up a little bit better. So let's go like this. Fire the shot off. We got the air defense and sweeper. Then I'm going to go like this with the balloons. Dragons in pretty quick. I'm not going to get them all in. I'm going to go a couple over here to spread a funnel. Maybe one down here. Let's go to the blimp. Get our minion prince in. Now we can pop the warden ability as we go through here. If I need to hook tower, or sorry, freeze the hook tower, I can do that as well, but I don't think that's going to be required. We get off our clone. We actually clone a dragon, which is not really what I wanted to do, but again, it's not something that I'm too overly stressed about. I have my minion prince ability. The freeze spell on the monolith was a good decision, I think. This minion prince all by itself kind of sucks because his ability could help me right now, but realistically I'm gonna have to fire it like this, and it's not gonna get the most value I possibly could have. But you know what, I still think we are gonna be totally fine. My warden is getting into the zone where he's gonna get picked off by the enemy air defense, but seeing how many dragons we have alive, I can still revive my own RC if I wanted to. But I'm thinking just to wait, and you know what? My minion prince is going down anyway, so let's just revive him, and down goes this base. And look, this is what I'm talking about. There's still 1 minute and 40 seconds left, and look how many dragons we still have. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 over here. 6, actually, by the rage tower, and then the minion prince survived as well. I'm telling you guys, this strategy is awesome. You're going to be right around that 90-second mark, and there's not many bases I struggle with, but let's get some more attacks going here. And the thing I like about this strategy is there's a lot of stuff you can change out. Warden, you don't have to use the rage gem, you can use the healing tome. You don't need the action figure, you can use the healer puppet. Minion prince, you can actually use the dark crown. The reason I show off the henchman puppet is just because I know some of you don't have the dark crown leveled up. Also, if your royal champion does not have the rocket spear, I will show off another version for that today actually. You can take out the rocket spear, you can throw out and put in 3 invisibility spells, set the funnel that way, and you'll be totally fine too. But let's head in here. Enough talking about that. We're running the same version this time around, but here we go. Town hall, kind of towards the outside of the base. Some people struggle with this, but I don't think it's actually that bad. What I like to do is attack from the opposite side. I'm going to try getting some value and maybe get an air defense. Sweepers I don't really care about because they're pointing at each other. But let's go queen like this from this army camp. I think we'll fire a good shot off. Okay, I missed the backside air defense again. That is not going to cause me to fail or anything like that. I'm going to get most of my dragons in. Then I'm going to go a couple dragons to just keep our funnel nice and kind of compact, especially as we head through this area where there's going to be a ton of damage. I'm going to pop the warden ability. This minion prince ability I'm going to pop at the same time. You're probably wondering why. Well, it's just because I know the clone bomb is not going to make it towards the town hall. But even if it stays here, where this raged up compartment is, I think that would be a good thing. I'm going to freeze this air defense as it is slowly just picking off those dragons, which is what I don't need. Yeti bomb clears that whole compartment that I was talking about. Royal champion down now, but she got the value she needed, and at this point we are looking quite good. These 2 dragons actually take care of the enemy queen. This is ridiculous. This base is done for. What I'm doing here, holding off on this revive, is I could use it on my minion prince, but I'm tempted to just use it on my royal champion because I don't think my minion prince is actually going to take too much damage. So you know what? Let's just revive the royal champion. And at this point, we are good to go. We have a ton of dragons alive. RC is not going to get affected by anything except maybe that ricochet cannon that's getting beat up by the booger there, which is kind of funny. But again, look, we have 1 minute and 40 seconds left. And this base is kind of done. The Royal Champion's going to take care of that air defense. Minion Prince is going to survive. Royal Champion's going to clear out the Ricochet Cannon. And we get our 3-star right around that 90-second mark, which you love to see. I'm seriously telling you about this. Max bases, doesn't matter. This one was maxed, and it got cooked. Okay, for this next attack, I'm going to answer a couple questions. No action figure, no problem. That puts us at 6 common pieces of equipment, but I also changed the Royal Champion. I'm switching off from the Phoenix. I'm going to turn on the Spirit Box. We're switching out the Rocket Spear. We're going to go to the Haste. That puts us at 7 common pieces of equipment. So I don't want to hear it where this is overly reliant on epics. That is just not the case. I've dropped the Revive and Freeze, added the 3 invisibilities to make sure we get a good funnel with our Royal Champion. And I guarantee you this is still going to be a really, really nice 3-star because this strategy is honestly just so dang strong. Look at this. Again, Town Hall by the corner. Sweepers pointing like this. That's a base fault. I can attack behind that. So what I'm going to do is a queen shot from this elixir collector works great. It'll snipe out this air defense, take care of the invisibility tower, maybe line up the opposite side air defense. So what I'm going to do at the bottom side, which I would normally just pop my Royal Champion ability, is I'm going to turn this into a mini RC charge. Again, because we are starting off with the Royal Champion and the Spirit Fox, we're going to get some solid rounds of invisibility. Even if my RC takes some damage here, as long as my Spirit Fox stays safe, that's all good. Because remember, I can pop the Royal Champion ability here. She will be able to get us some solid value through here. I got to be careful because there is a ton of damage. As long as I can maybe set off that hook tower, or sorry, not the hook tower, the Giga Bomb, I take that value all day. Queen shot, like I said, we get what we want. I'm going to go a couple dragons, maybe 2 balloons to set all that up. I should have got my balloons down first here, but that's okay. Okay, Warden in at this point. Now we are looking good. I'm going to go Minion Prince. I'm going to blimp in a moment. The reason I haven't blimped yet is because I know if my troops run too far, is my blimp's going to run out of the way. Watch this Minion Prince ability. It's going to be so valuable. Pop the Warden ability. We draw out some Seeking Air Mines. And now we're going to clone really close here. Look at this. We get that blimp to land the whole direction because I've got asked the question, Aki, how do I make sure a blimp lands a long way? Well, we went from the opposite side and got it there just by some right planning. We had the funnel set. Minion Prince ability, we had no freeze to help us over, but the Minion Prince ability does the same thing. This attack takes a little bit longer when you are using invisibility spells to funnel with your Royal Champion, but again, it works the same. Look how many dragons we still have alive. Top side got demolished. Over here, bunch of dragons. They're going to rip through all of this, and you still are very, very quick. So again, look, no action figure, no rocket spear. You don't need it. I seriously mean that. This strategy is very, very good. I just want to show this version off, but I'm going to show off another one without the Raid Gem because I know some people are like, well, Aki, how does that compare? I just think when we were popping the ability so early, it's worthwhile to just use the Raid Gem. It lasts throughout the whole attack. The Healing Tome doesn't get you that value right away because your dragons haven't really taken damage, but I still will show an attack off with that. And some people like to argue, well, like, Aki, it's only good with the Rocket Spear. So I'm so happy that I showed you off the other version because I'm going to use what's easiest for me in Legends League, right? If I have the Rocket Spear leveled up, I'm going to show it. But again, it doesn't mean these strategies don't work without those equipments. What do you guys think we used to do when we didn't have equipments in the game? You found another way to make them worthwhile. So here, I've made the switch of the Warden having the Healing Tome. I've kept on the Healer Puppet because I know some people still want to see some other versions with that. But here we go. Another really solid base. We got 2 sweepers positioned like this. Again, not insanely worrisome, but I got to be careful on how I play this. Because those sweepers could give me some trouble. I could just snipe out the sweepers and not worry about them. And you know what? I might just decide to do that. Let's go queen like this. We got both the sweepers. Royal Champion, I'm going to go with the opposite side. And then I'm going to get my balloons. Really widespread on the dragons. And then, because again, I'm okay with taking this damage here because we have the Healing Tome. I'm not going to rush the Warden ability. Right now looks good to save maybe a couple of these dragons that were getting really, really low. This blimp should be able to make it. In case there's like a single target Inferno that locks on, I could freeze, but I don't think I'm going to need it. Clone all around here. Make sure the Yetis run everywhere. And you know what? We are looking very, very good. I'm going to freeze this enemy queen. And let's see, where's my Minion Prince at? His ability I'm not going to use just yet. Well, actually, you know what? Right now looks great. Frost all that over. I'm going to pair that up with the Royal Champion. Even though the Minion Prince is low, I think the RC being revived is actually going to give it some tanking. Bottom side, look how much value the queen got. It's actually going to get healed up with that ice golem keeping her stuck there, which is a good thing for me because that one healer will be able to help it out. Royal champion snipes out the last air defense. My minion prince did go down, but with how many dragons we have alive and my queen still up, it's not going to matter. So this is what I'm telling you guys. It doesn't matter what version you use. If you use it properly, queen on one side, get some air defenses, get some sweepers. If it's an invisibility tower, that's when it takes precedence. From the opposite side, use the royal champion. Why the opposite side? Well, because you're trying to set a funnel for your dragons. If they start running all over the place, that's usually not a good thing, but that's it. Then the dragon's down between that funnel you just created. That's all you got to do. I will see you guys now in the next attack. I can already hear some comments. Aki, show the king some love. What if I don't have my minion prince leveled up? No worries. I'm using the snake bracelet. If you don't have it, use the earthquake boots. I actually think that might work a little bit better. But because the king is on the outside, I love having the snake bracelet tank for him. Aki, you're showing it with the electro boots on the royal champion. I don't want to see that. Well, here you go. You're going to get the seeking shield, which pairs really good with the rocket spear. So you're not really losing out on too much. But here we go. Okay, this base, not the best base in the world, but hey, we will take it. There is an invisibility tower, which we got to watch out for. 2 sweepers pointed like this. Well, actually, there's 2 invisibility towers. One's kind of hidden, so smart play by them. I'm going to attack and make sure we can get both of those invisibility towers set off. So I'm going to go with an interesting shot here, and then I'm going to get my king down in front, okay? Both of those set off. Royal champion for the opposite side. And then I'm going to go with all of my dragons, or at least most of them. And then go a couple dragons for a tighter funnel. We're going to go blimp. I'm going to pop the warden ability here. And then watch what I'm going to do with these clones, because I want them to actually go in towards the fire spinner. I'm going to overlap them, pointing up here. So they should run further down in towards that fire spinner area. Watch what I'm going to do, because there's so much dang damager. We're going to freeze. That freeze is going to be very, very valuable. King ability now looks great because I can take care of that sweeper. Look at that. And now these dragons with the warden should be able to just rip through all of that. King and queen did their job. So as you can see, we've set our funnel. King and queen are still funneling actually for us. And at this point, if my RC goes down here, or say these dragons get way too low, I can revive my royal champion, but my RC still has the spirit box beside her. She's going to go down now, but again, great value. Look at the king. He survives most of the attack and take care of that last air defense. At this point, we got the 3-star. I don't think we're going to need the revive spell unless something crazy happens. So I could revive my king just for fun, but I don't think we're going to need to. And again, very, very quick. So I will show the attack log because kind of insane. Like realistically, I just opened up YouTube and I was just like, okay, what do I want to post today? I was like, you know what? I saw some comments. They're like, you want to see dragons. And for me, guys, if I ran this all Legends League season for 30 days or 31 days, whatever it is for that month, I think we could push really, really high. The reason I don't do that is because people start complaining even if I do one of these videos, and don't come at me. I don't like hearing it. Look at this. If I posted triple clones, people like it. I just posted super miners, which no one's posting. People don't want to watch those. I posted super hogs. People didn't want to watch that. But look, I logged on. I was like, this is pretty easy. Plus 200, 5 for 5. This is what I was recording. And now I'm going to end the video here. The rest of 3 attacks I'm going to have some fun with. If I want to push even higher, I will. But again, I'm telling you guys, we're going to climb up even higher in trophies. So we're at 57. I think we should finish mid 5,700, close to 5,800 trophies pushing. But we're still doing quite well. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys thought. If you want to see some more videos on different attack strategies, please do let me know. But again, drop a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.